What we're going to demonstrate today is how to do a hand spool method with the clock spring. This method is used for tight ditch applications where you don't have the clearance underneath the pipe to be able to pass the coil, or you don't have a spool feeder. A couple items that you're going to need is a pair of needle nose vise. You need 2 of those, okay? 1 for either side. You're also going to need to take your blocks and tape those together so that you can create a space between the clock spring and the pipe. Alright. So basically what we want to look at when we're doing a spool feeder application is we want to scoot down away from the area where we're going to actually be covering the clock spring. So say for instance this is our area here where our clock spring is going to go. We would want to scoot down to another section of pipe, prepare our coil, then pick it up and lift it over and put it over the top of the clock spring. For today's application, we're not going to apply any adhesive. We're going to do a dry run, which is basically going to show you what you would need to do to get it started, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and pass this under to Colin, hand in his block so we can create our space. Okay, what you want to do is you want to set these blocks upright underneath here so that you can create a space between the pipe and the clock spring. It is important to have that space because once you're finished prepping it, you can scoot it over into place. Next thing you want to do is you want to come and attach the unit to itself with your vice grips. Make extra careful sure that those vice grips are tight, okay? Because during your install, you do not want the vice grips to come off. Okay, now we've got our vice grips in place. It's normally easier to have the release handle facing out. Now that our vice grips are in place, we can remove our spacing block. And what you'll notice is that we've created a space here. I can now take this coil and move it up and down the pipe anywhere I want to. I can scoot it back and forth. If I had a girth weld, I could go over the girth weld. If I had some kind of higher thing here in my way, I can scoot it, I can create more gap spacing and lift up over that. You'll also notice that I only need about 2 to 3 inches of clearance underneath the pipe to do my installation. Okay? Now what you would do, Colin, you're my partner, once I've got this unit set up, what we would do is somebody else would already mix up our adhesive and I'm just going to roll and he's going to apply the adhesive. Okay? So we get all 8 layers coated. Make sure your vices do not come off during your install. Because if they do, it's going to suck the clock spring and suck itself back onto the pipe. Okay, now that we get all of our adhesive put on, we set the unit here, grab it, and square it up. It will be much easier to square up when it's got adhesive on it. Okay, now at this stage, what we would do, we would take and put our filler across the top of our starter pad. We would also fill in our defect, okay? Then we would take and run adhesive all the way around our pipe on both sides, okay? Then remove our backing on our starter pad, like so. Okay, take that backing off. Put the unit over in place. Okay, now you're going to release one side, applying pressure over the starter pad. Okay, release one side, applying pressure over the starter pad. Go ahead. Release this one. Pull up on this. Okay, push down over the starter pad, release the other side. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start tightening up the unit. Okay? The starter pad will grasp the leading edge lip, holding it in place. You keep your hands over the top of the starter pad, pushing hand over hand and keeping pressure. Okay? Okay, that's it.